Hello friends! Happy Friday! Hopefully everyone is safe. I feel like I have to start with that with how crazy it's all been. We just got told that our son's school will be closing for 3 weeks. Lord help us all! Alright, so I'm going to be sharing this to my pages. One is called Rhea Coleman. That's just like my regular Facebook page. And then I have a VIP group, very exclusive, which is called Beauty by Rhea Hope. So make sure you're in that group. So again, it's a group on Facebook. And then my regular Facebook page. And then if you're watching here, awesome, you're following Rhea Hope. This is my business page. So I have those spots. And then I also have an Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. What else do I have? All have the name Rhea Hope. So super easy to find me. I get a lot of questions on my hair, back of my head to be precise. So itchy right here. And I have pictures of the back of my hair, the full 360 of my hair on Pinterest and on Instagram. So make sure you're following there, and we'll get started here in a second as soon as I see everyone pop on. When you do come on, let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay in the comments. And then go ahead and do me a favor. Click these... Let me swallow my spit. Click these 3 little dots up here in the right-hand corner. Right up there, you should see 3 dots. If you click those, you'll see an option to turn on live notifications. Do me a solid, turn on those live notifications so you don't miss out on anything. And then if you also want to sign up for my texting service, I don't send out texts for when I go live anymore. It's way too expensive for me, unfortunately. It was like hundreds of dollars to be transparent with you. But I will be sending out a text if something gets restocked or there's a huge major sale. So just like big things, not like everyday things. So to do that, it's super easy. You're just going to text Rhea Hope to the phone number 25456. So text 25456 and you'll say Rhea Hope to that number. So I've been waving this around because I've been meaning to use this lately just to show you guys how to. And I always forget. So I'm literally holding on to it so I don't forget. No, we didn't really stock up. I mean, we got a few things. We got a few extra toilet papers because we were gonna need it in the next week or two, but I'm trying not to over hoard things just because there's a lot of people out there that need them too, you know what I mean? So if you are hoarding things, reach out to those around you and just see if someone's in need of anything, so we can all get through this together, so there's no one out there that's suffering. So make sure that you do that if you haven't already done so. And if you haven't hoarded things yet, don't. Make sure you just get just enough for your family for the next week or 2 or 3, while things are closing down around us. It's insane. It's really, really crazy. But I was actually thinking of trying to make my own antibacterial just because it sounded kind of fun, and I actually think I have all the ingredients in the house. Ryan was teasing me, but I was like, I'm gonna try it. So I might do that on my stories later if I remember. But I hope it's warm where you are. It's so gloomy here. It's so crazy with all the things happening, and it never rains here, and it's raining all week. It's so crazy. All right. Enough chit chat, we'll get started. So in my hand right here, I have this little color corrector. So this is by Maybelline. It's a Master Camo color corrector. So if you've been watching me for years, you know that I used to have really, really, really severe dark circles. Especially this one used to be so dark and set back that no matter what I used, you could see my dark circles through my foundation, through my makeup, through whatever I was using. So I found that using color correctors really helped, and it helped kind of hide my dark circles. So if you haven't tried these yet and you have really bad dark circles or sunspots or just something that really you cannot hide no matter what you try with foundation, give color correctors a try. I will link this on my Instagram story today. And then if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. But just send me a message and I can give you the link to this as well. I live in San Diego and they just shut down my school. Yeah, me too, Vanessa. I heard effective Monday for 3 weeks. At least it's not like Washington. Washington's 6 weeks. I'm like, Lord help me, 6 weeks? Boy. I saw this meme. It was like, I'm not scared of the virus. I'm scared of being alone with my child for 6 weeks. Thank you. You guys are awesome. So make sure you click that share button, bottom left-hand corner if you haven't. All right, so now we are going to use our color corrector. So on my skin right now, I have on my Glorious Face Primer and my setting spray. So this setting spray and the primer are so crucially important for getting full coverage. If you, thank you guys. I know I finally did my hair before live. I usually do it afterwards. But anyway, it's so important if you are, have like really deep acne scars or large pores or fine lines and wrinkles. If you're not prepping and priming your skin beforehand, you really need to try that before you rule out that a foundation's not for you, because it honestly makes this makeup especially more fuller coverage, and it's just better for your skin. So my pre-makeup routine is setting spray, primer, setting spray. So those 3 things. It's actually 2 things, but this twice. I know, right, Caitlin? Teresa, message me and I can give you the link. I've read I use sometimes on my black circles. Yes, so for color correctors. So the best way to know what color to use is to look at a color wheel, and then whatever color you're trying to hide, you will look directly across from that color, and that will be the color that you should use. So for me, usually I'll use a yellow, or I'll use a red or an orange. If I can find it. Yeah, here it is. So these ones were my 2 favorites when I was using color corrector. So the Master Camo Yellow and then the LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange. I'll use both just to show you my old stomping grounds. Honestly, I swear to God, this is what I used to do every single day. Okay, so first off is my yellow. So I'll just like twist it. And again, I'll link these on my Instagram story when I get off here. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. All right, so I just put it like directly on top of the dark circle, or if you have like acne scars, if you have like a really angry red blemish, you could use green. Is good for hiding red. Yellow and orange are good for hiding purples and browns, like dark circles primarily. So you're just going to take your ring finger and you're just going to blend that out just ever so slightly, just like this. Now, it doesn't really matter what color you go on first. I typically... when my dark circles were the worst, I would usually use the orange first because it was the darkest, and then I would layer the yellow on top of it to lighten it up a little bit. So I'm just going to go over like this, but these color correctors are actually meant to go underneath concealer, so it doesn't make it cakey or anything. So you can already see how much more brighter, and you can already see how that has started to cover any spots. So this one is this is the orange, I believe. And it doesn't say on here what color it is, but I know it's like an orange. So this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal Color Corrector. Like I said, I'll link it on my Instagram story today. So I'm going to just take this, and it comes with this little paintbrush, and you're just going to swipe just like this. So before, I used to use like a lot of this, but like I said, since I started with my skincare routine, and if you have dark circles, if no matter what you've tried, skincare wise or otherwise, that you still have them, just message me and I'll tell you the routine that I started using that really healed my dark circles to the point where I don't need color correctors anymore. Yes, face primer. So I use this guy right here. This is the Glorious. I really should leave things out. This guy. The Touch Glorious Face Primer is what I use. And you only need like a pea-sized amount. So before makeup, setting spray, primer, setting spray, and then if you have dark circles, then color corrector is the next step. I thought I bought Maybelline color corrector. Oh, good. No, you're going to use this underneath the concealer, not instead of, because obviously, like you see how like crazy color it is, you're not going to want to leave this on your skin. You want to cover it. Sweetwater District in San Diego is closing for 3 weeks. Yeah, same. We're in San Diego Unified. But same. So there you go. You can already see how it's beginning to cover. And then, like I said, you could go a little bit heavier if you wanted. So for eye bags, you're going to want toners. So the rose water is a really amazing toner that you can spritz on your skin beforehand. Setting spray is also really going to be important. And then blending buds are going to be crucial with under eye puffiness. I'm a very OCD neat person, so it's not very hard for me. I love it. I like love cleaning. When I was like in high school, my girlfriends would like invite me over to clean their rooms. Not even kidding. Hello, thank you. You guys are so sweet to me. Okay, so now we're going to begin with our coverage. So first things first, I'm going to go in with my powder concealer brush, and I'm going to use my Liquid Touch foundation in the shade Lace, and I just like it on this brush, and then I just dot it around my skin like this, and then I'm just going to start blending this in. And I like going in first with this brush just because it gets it on there very quickly and very evenly, rather than applying with the blending bud the entire time, because using the blending bud the entire time just would take so much time. I mean, it's totally doable, but I am just all about throwing it on really, really fast. But you are going to want to make sure that you go over everything with the blending buds, because that really, really matters with how flawless everything looks. The next shade lighter than satin would be Taffeta or Eyelet. Color corrector first, then foundation, correct. And see how I'm avoiding the color corrector with my brush? I'm not going over it with that. If you know anyone with dark circles or that struggles with covering their dark circles or sunspots, make sure you tag them in the comments or share this video to their page. So tips for large pores, make sure that you are prepping and priming your skin. That's so important for you. So Glorious Face Primer and Setting Spray, I would do both of those before you put on foundation, and then the blending buds. You can also do this step too. Take your powder concealer brush, take your concealer, squirt a little bit of that on top, then take your liquid foundation and squirt directly on top of that. It's going to bump up the coverage, and then it's also going to make it like a thicker consistency, which is going to allow it to sit on your skin even, what's the word I want to use? Like thicker, I guess. I don't know. It's not going to settle in as badly if it was just a liquid. So that's also a tip if you're using the liquid and it's just not as full coverage as you're wanting it to be, you can also do that step. So option. And then also, that's a really good tip for you as well if you are using a foundation and it's too light or too dark for you. The concealer, you can do like a shade darker, a shade lighter to kind of like change the color of your liquid foundation. So it's a really great idea for transitioning into spring, summer, etc. So like since we're transitioning into summer, you could get like a shade darker in your concealer to mix with your liquid to make it just ever so slightly darker. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's an option for you. So now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take just the liquid, and now we're going to cover the dark circles, or the color correctors. So I'm just going to dot this around my face, making sure that I really got underneath my eye. And then now I'm going to take my blending bud, and this is damp, so I wring it underneath the water before I started. I'm wearing white pants, so I'm like, did I get any on me? We're good. So now we're going to take the blending bud and we are just going to bounce this off our skin. And like I said, this is damp, so I wring it underneath the water before I got on here. So you wring it underneath the water and then you squeeze it till no water falls. That's when you know it's ready. And then we're just going to dab this around and just really blend everything in. And you're going to see how much more fuller coverage and soft and smooth my makeup looks. I'm like, oh, go back there. I know, right? Isn't it crazy? If you want the routine that I've been using to grow my hair out, message me and I can give it to you. I'm like so impressed with Lange's hair care products. Even my stylist was like, holy crap, what are you using? Afterlife, message me the dark circles. Barb, message me right now so I have your message to respond to as soon as I get off here. Because as soon as I click finish on my live, the comments get like all jumbled and some just disappear altogether. So there's no way for me to find your comment to be able to message you. So send me a message right now. And the best way to message me is here on Facebook. You're just going to tap on my face. A little window should pop down. And then you will just click on my name. It's going to take you to my profile. And then you can begin a message. Thank you. I'm going to give you guys all outfit details over on my Instagram. And I also included my Instagram handle in the description of this. So make sure you follow me there. All you have to do is click on it and I'll take you right to it. Didn't know Instagram. I don't have Instagram, so where can I go to get the products from you? Cindy, message me and I can give you the links. And that goes for anybody. If you don't have Instagram, just message me and I can give you the links directly. Is a spray foundation good for combination skin? It really is, yes. All right, so now that we've done our foundation, you can already see how much more smooth and how much more full coverage my makeup looks. So for large pores and a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, the blending buds and this combination that we just used is incredible. So we did the Liquid Touch foundation, the shade Lace. I did mix a teeny tiny bit of my concealer with it to make it a little more fuller coverage, and then we used our color correctors. So you can still see a little bit of redness from the color corrector underneath. So we're just gonna use a little bit more of the concealer. I always warm it up in between my fingers, and then I like to tap it on, but I know people that like to blend it, so it's all personal preference on how you like to apply it. But you're basically just gonna get it on there, and I'm gonna wipe, actually I used a little much, so I'm gonna wipe some off on this paper towel. It's not Hair Grow Cream, it's just the products that I've been using are extremely hydrating, and just the routine that I've been doing, like steps wise, has really helped. So message me and I can give you my little regimen that I've been using. Please, where do you get the gadget that you can put on the silicone sponge? At least message me because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Kind of dumb when it comes to that. So Cindy, tap on my face. A little window, a little description box should come down, and you're gonna see my name, Rhea Hope, Rhea Coleman, Beauty by Rhea Hope. Click on my name, and it's gonna take you to that page. Look on there for a way to message me. It should say message or direct message or something like that. It even could be like an envelope with a little like squiggle in it. Also means message. And if you still can't find it, it's all good. All you have to do then is go to my website, rheahopebeauty.com. This is where you can find all of the makeup that I've been using and all of the tools besides the color correctors. So you can purchase there. And then if you want to message me from there, you can. You'll just scroll to the very bottom of my website and you'll see an option to be able to send me a message. All right, so now that I have my concealer on, you can already see how much fuller coverage this is. So this concealer is so opaque, you cannot see through it. So it's incredible for fine line or for dark circles, sunspots, acne scars, and it's really, really amazing for covering color correctors. Covering color correctors. That was a tongue twister. Awesome. Hi, welcome. If you're new here, if you've never seen one of my tutorials before, make sure that you hashtag newbie in the comments so I can welcome you as well. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure that you click the share button in your bottom left-hand corner. And then, like I said, everything I'm using is available right here, pinned in the comments, rheahopebeauty.com, or you can find it in the description of that. Sorry. Okay, so now we're going to take a dry beauty blender. I'm going to spritz it with my setting spray, and this is going to really set our makeup. I'm going to use the Touch Pull translucent setting powder. I popped the cap off mine so I could bake with it. What baking is, it's essentially just using a lot of setting powder, and you're going to get it on there. Always make sure there's no lines forming, because once you set it, it like is set. It's staying in place all day. So if you struggle with your concealer creasing on you, this is a really good trick for you to stop that creasing. If you work around food or you are really oily, this is also going to create a really nice barrier for you between your makeup and all of the elements. So really, really good little trick. You don't have to necessarily bake with this to use this. You can use less of it by using and utilizing the little mesh plate that it comes with and using like a fluffy brush, something like this would do. So like a fluffy brush, and you just tap it in and then you tap it on to set your under eye. When you use a concealer for quick makeup, do you use a darker color? I'll usually use one shade darker, yes, just so I don't look really white. Click her name next to your picture and we'll take you to profile. When you click on her profile, 3 dots, click on that and you'll see message. Andrea, you're the best. Thank you so much for walking her through that. Like, can I pin your comment? Okay, so now you can see how that setting powder is really kind of like baking into my skin. It's setting in. You can see how it was really white and now it's like not really white. That's because my makeup is like almost like absorbing this. So I just can sweep away any residue or anything that's left over, and everything else is going to be absorbed into the makeup and really is kind of like sealed it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set the rest of our skin. I'm going to use the Touch Mineral Pressed Powder in the shade Taffeta. And I'm just going to take this, and I just jabbed my finger in it. I hate that. And then now I'm going to take my pressed powder on a big, giant kabuki brush, and I'm going to set everything else. This is not only going to set it all, keeping everything in place all day, but it's also going to give us this super amazing, matte, flawless, airbrushed look. So if you've been trying to get that porcelain doll makeup look, the pressed powder and this kabuki brush, must-haves. You're supposed to come to San Diego for that? Aw, dang it, that sucks. Spray foundation okay for oily skin? It is, yes. It's very good for oily, normal, and combination skin. It's also really good for dry skin. It's good for everybody. I would just make sure that you set it really well. Yes, we did. We went to CVS and we found some. Okay, so now that I have applied this, and like I said, we're just kind of tapping this all over, and see how it really just gives us that really incredible, gorgeous, even, flawless coverage. Oh, so good, you guys. So that was a Mineral Touch Pressed Powder, and I say this all the time. If you haven't tried this yet, you definitely need to. It's incredible. It's so lightweight on your skin. I know some people that are like, oh, I can't use pressed powders because I have dry skin. You can use this pressed powder. It's so incredible. It's so silky soft. If older skin with some wrinkles, will that powder set in my wrinkles? No, it won't. It's super lightweight. You got it off eBay? I should have looked at eBay. I'm starting to use Glow Pro Tan. And with my summer coming, what would I shade? Beth, you'd be the shade Eyelet. Okay, so now we're going to use the Beachfront Bronzer in the shade Hermosa for contouring. I'm going to block you, Dad. Blockage. How about that? It is powder or the powder foundation. So it is technically a foundation, but it's super silky soft, lightweight. So it doesn't act as like a heavy foundation. So you can use it for setting. So the one on Groupon is actually a smaller version of that brush. So message me for the original. Yes, you're welcome, Erica. I have super oily skin. Like if you could grease. Liquid foundation makes it worse. What can I use as far as foundation with Unique? So Jolene, we also do have a loose powder foundation, which is a good option. And then also the setting powder would be good. Okay, so now for contouring, we're gonna start at the top of the ear and work to the corner of the mouth. And you're gonna start in the hollow and just go back and forth horizontally, and then turn your brush vertically and just kind of do little circles over it, and it's going to soften the line up, so it simply just gives you like a warm kind of glow to your skin rather than looking pale from using just foundations and pressed powders. So if you aren't contouring because you don't want the harsh contour, at least contour just to get the warmth to your skin. And you can go really soft and really light with this. You don't have to use a darker shade. Hi Erica, welcome. Yes, it does. It does actually. Just couldn't find the powder. So, Megan, it's going to be under foundations. It's the Touch Mineral Pressed Powder. All right, so difference between the two sides. So that is the Beachfront Bronzer. So you can see how it really kind of defines your face rather than just looking a little bland, looking a little washed out. It really gives you that definition. Honestly, makes your skin or makes your face look a lot thinner. So you're just going to go, like I said, top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth and just kind of do little swirls like I showed you. But you want to stop like 2 finger lengths away from your mouth and like 2 finger lengths away from your jawline because you want it to sit nice in this little area. And I'll show you what to do to get it to be a little bit cleaner if you don't want it to be like as bold or as wide. So start at the top of the ear again, and this brush honestly makes the biggest difference on getting more like a really accurate contour because of the way it's shaped and the way that it's tapered. It's not very large, so you're not going to get a really wide contour, and the way that it's flexible but it's dense enough so that it's not kind of like poofing your your bronzer all over. It really does make a huge difference. So if you've been struggling with your contour, definitely make sure you grab this brush. So again, it's the tapered blusher brush. All right, and then around the jawline, really defines your jaw structure. You can see that super model jaw. Also hides the double chin if you have one. But just around from the end of the ear to where your contour ends. So just right here. And it creates that shadow there. All right, so now for your forehead is really important for warming up your complexion. So I like to focus mine in the temples, and then I'll just bring it to the ends of the eyebrows. You can connect it, so essentially it'd be like an E and a 3, but if you want it to be a little more soft or a little more subtle, you could just stick to just the forehead. Human arc soft for touch-up. Do you have the powder? It fits nicely in your purse. Yes, the Mineral Touch Press powder fits like perfectly in my clutch or my purse. And also the Touch Behold setting powder I would also recommend for you. It's really great in humidity. You made a hydrated primer. Do you think they will make a matte primer? I don't know. I hope so. Maybe one day. I'm not sure. They haven't like said anything about that. But the Glorious Face Primer, I have really oily skin. It's gotten a lot better over the years, but I really like that. Okay, so for the nose, I just squeeze the brush and then run it down the sides of your nose. And then if you have a longer one, you can always go underneath. And then I always like to contour underneath my lip. Again, it's going to create that shadow there, which just makes it look even more pouty. So wherever you want that shadow, throw out a little bit of contour. And you're not like limited either. You could put this stuff anywhere. All right, so now we're going to add a little bit of blush. So the first time that I saw this color on our website, I was like, there's no way I'm going to like that. Grabbed it anyway to give it a try since we're limited on the blush colors that are in stock. This is the shade Surreal, and it is so stunning on. It's not like as purple or dark as it looks. It's very soft. It's like almost like a dusty lavender, but I like to tap it on. So I'm just tapping it in, swirling it in the cap, and then just tap it on the apple of the cheek, working to the hairline, sticking closer to the bronzer. And look how soft that is. It's such a great, subtle, everyday blush. So if you're not a huge blush girl like me, you're going to really like this color. And like I said, I like to tap it on. Gives me more control over where it's going and how much is going there. So just tapping in this area just like that. Isn't that pretty? So good. All right, so like I had mentioned before, I was going to show you how to kind of clean up your contour if you've gone too dark or too light or whatever, or too wide, I mean. So I'm going to take my pressed powder that I used in taffeta, and I'm going to take a more tapered brush, and I'm just going to grab it on my brush, and then you're just going to go right underneath in this area. This is going to really clean it up, just like that. So I like to do this step after I've done my bronzer and my blush, just in case I've taken my blush over too far. Almost acts as like a magic erase marker. What did you hear from somewhere? Thanks. If you have a thin nose, then I would just contour underneath. I wouldn't contour the sides. I would just do the underneath part. I think I missed the other part of your comment. What did you hear from somewhere? Okay, so for brows, I like to just comb through using the Lash Brow Comb. This is like the most underrated tool on our website, I swear. It makes the biggest difference with your lashes. I like to take the middle side and just comb through, just like the hair on your head. The hair on your eyelashes also gets tangled or crisscross, so if you're not combing through before you apply your mascara, it really does make a really big difference on how nice your mascara goes through. How the virus is place selling out. Yeah, we're like on lockdown like everywhere else. Lockdown and everything's sold out. All right, so for highlight, I'm going to take the Touch of the Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly. This is such a stunning color. Gives you this really pretty, like, bronzy glow. It's really pretty for photos, and it really looks great during the summertime by itself on your skin as well. But you're just going to go right over top of the blush and on the highest parts of your cheekbone. It just gives you this really pretty gleam. You see that? So that was the shade Pearly, which I really like using if I'm not using the cream as well. Do you use the same pressed mineral as a spray? No, so I use different colors because my skin doesn't fit like in a cookie cutter. This is my color. So I use the shade Lace in the liquid and the spray in the stick. So you'll be the same in the spray, the stick, the spray. The liquid, the spray, the stick. All three of those you'll be the same shade. But your pressed powder, you'll probably be a shade darker because the pressed powder does run a little bit lighter. So if you haven't yet been color matched by me, message me a selfie facing a window or a recent photo of you where there's no filter on it, and just send it to me and I can color match you and let you know what colors you are. Okay, so now that we've done our face, now I'm going to use I'm going to keep that out. I'm going to use the brow pencil in the shade medium to just throw my eyebrows really fast. It's my most favorite product for doing my brows, and if you have been wanting to learn to do your eyebrows, or you're struggling with getting them to look natural but be a statement, like just to bring the whole makeup look together, the brow pencil honestly is the best tool for you. Now, if you have like no brow hair and you're flying through your pencil, because that will happen if you're using it like a ton, I would grab the Brow Obsession palette, which is a really great product as well. And it actually comes with 2 powders and 2 highlights, so it has a color for everybody. Renee, I have a picture of my hair on my Instagram and on my Pinterest. So if you go to either of those and you type in Raya Hope, all one word, RAYAHOPE, you can see and you can save, you can screenshot, you can do all the things. I also have a bunch of hair tutorials where I've shown you guys the back and the side untucked and all the things on my page, Raya Hope here. So if you want to check that out, you can. And then if you ever need any hair care, hair tools, or anything, just message me and I can give you my link to the sale. Because right now they're having a really good sale. If you spend $29, you get some free goodies. So message me for my link and I can hook you up with that. Aw, thanks, Maureen. I appreciate that. Is a pressed powder an actual powder foundation? So technically, yes. It's technically a powder foundation. However, it's very soft. It's very like it's a thin formula. So you can layer it on top of your you can layer it on top. I thought there was a spider hanging down from my ring light. I got really scared for a second. You can layer it on top of your liquid foundation and your stick foundation, your spray. You can use it by itself. It's like one of the most versatile like foundations out there. It's so good. How do you find your right color? Carrie, send me a selfie facing a window, or just send me a recent photo of you with no filter and I can color match you. All right, so I'm going to throw on my eyeliner really quick, and then I'm going to show you this really easy eye look that you can utilize multiple different ways. All right, so eyeliner on. I love this eyeliner. One, it's on sale in the Kudos if you haven't checked out that yet. Kudos on my website. It's creamy. It glides on. It's only $15 all by itself, but it's on sale, like I said, in the Kudos. And it doesn't build up in your tear ducts. It actually stays put. So eyeliner on. So now I'm going to take my powder concealer brush and we're going to use this side. So this side is technically for concealer, but I don't really like using it for concealer. I'm actually going to grab my pressed powder with it, and it doesn't matter which side. And I'm just going to swirl in, and I'm just going to blend this on the crease of my eye. I really like using this side for this step because it gets it on there, gets it blended. It's very fast and effective. How often do you clean your brushes? I clean them about once a week. I'm actually probably going to clean them today. And I use this laundry detergent bar called Zote, Z-O-T-E. You can get it at Walmart. I don't know if it's still in stock at Walmart with how things are right now, but it's only $1. It's a pink and white package. Make sure you don't get the bleach one though, because there's an all white one that's bleach and you don't want that one. You want the other one. Have you ever had shoulder length hair? Yes, I have. If you want to see some older photos, you can go to my Instagram and scroll way down. I had like shoulder length hair when we got married. I grew it out for our wedding, and then as soon as we got married, I literally cut it all off, shaved the left side of my hair. I was literally like, and we're done with my hair. Do you always do eyeliner before shadow? I do, because normally I will blend out my eyeshadow, and when you blend out your eyeshadow, it blends out the eyeliner, so it's like working smarter, not harder. All right, so now I'm going to grab my highlight, what I just used on the highest parts of my cheekbone, in the shade Pearly, and I'm going to take it on my finger, grab that, and I'm just going to rub it, technical terms, on my eyelid, sticking from the mid and then working inward. You guys, this is such an affordable eye look because we just used both of these products on our face. So if you're balling on a budget, or if you're traveling and you don't want to take all of your stuff with you, this is what I would do. Another way that you can apply that too is by taking your fluffy crease brush, which gets it a little more defined. And sometimes I'll do this one too if I didn't bring my powder concealer brush, and I will just go over it in the crease just to make it a little more in depth. All right, that's it. Sweep away as always, just in case anything fell. And then I always like to take my blending bud and bounce this off my under eye very briskly to just clean up anything that may have fallen. All right, so now for this really fresh eye look, we're gonna use the lash primer first. Actually, I lied. We're gonna set our makeup and then do our mascara. All right, setting your makeup is so crucially important for getting your makeup to look flawless all day long. Because like I said, it not only sets it, but it takes away that like makeup-y look or that powdery look, and then it keeps everything in place all day. It keeps your makeup from smudging on your cell phone or when you hug people. It really makes a difference. So if you are not using that, definitely make sure that you do. All right, so now we are going to do the lash primer. All right, so lash primer is so important for your lashes, just like it's a crime not to prime your face. Same thing goes for your eyelashes. This is not only going to make your lashes longer and fuller, but it also hydrates them. So it's really helping them to grow and also helps to curl them. So if you have really straight lashes, grab the lash primer and give it a whirl. It's so good. You can put it under any mascara that you have. I know, right? No hugging, fist bumps only. Okay, so lash primer on, and then 4D mascara. And this mascara is probably my favorite. It's also on sale in the Kudos on my website. So if you are looking for a really good bundle to give the makeup a try, grab the Kudos. You can pick any mascara. You get to pick any eyeshadow palette of the Addiction palettes, and then you get any eyeliner. You can choose between the liquid eyeliner or the regular, and like I said, you get to pick any mascara. I would definitely grab the 4D in that set because you get the longest, most gorgeous lashes. I always am getting asked if I'm wearing false eyelashes, which I love hearing that because I'm like, yes, they think my lashes are so long that they're fake. And no, they're not. They're all mine. I do use our Lash Esteem Serum, which is a lash growth serum. You guys, look at that. Isn't that crazy? Look at those lashes. Look at them lashes. So long. It's literally touching my eyebrow. So if you haven't grabbed the 4D yet, I hope this convinced you because it's so incredible. It's really great by itself, but it's even better paired with the lash primer. All right, so I just kind of I work in like sections of my lashes. So I go inward, I go in the middle, I go on the outward, and then I kind of dust it on the back side. Just like that. And if you're not combing through your lashes with the lash brow comb at some point before you do your mascara, definitely make sure that you start doing that because it's gonna just make your lashes look even better. And then it's really good too because you can always comb through afterwards as well. The lash primer, the 4D is water resistant. I mean, I've straight up jumped in a pool with this on and it didn't run. So I want to say yes, but it doesn't have like the waterproof stamp on it. So technically I'm not allowed to say yes, but you'll be fine. If you like cry or whatever, you're good. It's cry proof, let's call it that. But it's not waterproof, it's water resistant. Okay, so now let's hope that my hair didn't get all messed up from clipping it up. All right, so now for the lips. So lipstick, I'm going to give you guys this lip look that I've been wearing for, I'm not kidding, years. Like, it's so, so good. All right, let me clean up a little. All right, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to try a new thing with this lip combo. So I'm going to start first with my lipstick in the shade Upscale. And I want to pop this on. And this color, you guys, is so, so pretty. All by itself, it's gorgeous. It's very subtle. It's very soft. It's more of like a pinky peachy nude. So if you've been looking for a good lipstick to start off with, especially if you're not a huge lipstick girl, neither was I wanted to kind of ease into wearing lipstick. This was my favorite color. It actually came in my presenter's kit when I joined 4 years ago. So I'm not kidding. I've been literally wearing this lipstick combo for 4 years. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this lip liner in the shade Pouty. And an eyeliner that said this. And I like to overdraw my lips a little bit. Yes, I only did mascara on the top lashes because I really like how fresh it makes my makeup look. It makes my under eyes look very soft, makes my lashes look larger, makes my eyes look bigger. It's just my thinking with it. All right, so I decided to do my lip liner second today because I was watching a makeup vlogger last night. She was talking about doing the lip liner second because it makes your lips look really soft. And I was like, I've never tried it. I'll give it a try. So that's why we're trying it today. We'll see what we think. We'll see if there's really a difference. So far, I don't really see a big difference, but we'll see. But I love these lip liners because they just glide on. And they're only 15 bucks. Okay. So that was Pouty. Kind of like it. It did make it a little bit different. All right. I'm going to add just a little bit more lipstick. Okay. And then now I'm going to just top it a little bit with the lip gloss in the shade Lunar, which is this really pretty kind of like bronzy brown. And I'm going to top it just in the center, really. That was it. Oh, I really like it. I kind of like lining it second. But like I said, you could do either or. You can line it first, you could line your lips second. I always like to try new things. Not always. If I get inspired to try new things, let's say that. But that was the lip liner in Pouty, the lipstick in Upscale, and then the lip gloss in Lunar. I hate it. Do you know of any tips or tricks for getting my face look fuller? Message me, Heidi. I think I do know a few little tips and tricks. Highlight is going to be like your best friend. Thank you. Thanks. The lipstick was the shade Upscale. And like I said, everything is going to be available right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com. If you need any help picking out any products, just message me and I can give you the links or tips or anything. Just let me know how I can help. And then like I said, make sure you're shopping right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Thanks. Yeah, just really soft, kind of great for every single day. If I was not live, this whole makeup look would maybe take me 15 minutes just to throw on. But I just love how full coverage and how flawless this foundation is. It really is incredible. And no, my gosh, you are not too old for highlight. Absolutely not. That's totally false. You are going to look stunning with a highlight. So again, lips were Pouty, Upscale, and Lunar. And then our eyes, we actually used our bronzer and our highlight in them, which I really like the way that turned out. 4D mascara, eyeliner, And any addiction palette are on sale in the Kudo, so make sure you snag that. And then make sure that you follow me over on Instagram. I'll give you my earring details, clothes, everything. And then I'll also be linking the color correctors that I used in the beginning over on Instagram. Oh my gosh, Anna, you totally can. I used the liquid today. Just message me and I can give you a color match and we can talk about a makeup routine for you. Can you list? Yes, Vicky, I'll put the full product list in the comments after I get off. And then also on my website, again, if you go to rayahopebeauty.com, if you click on looks, on the looks tab, so you're going to click shop now, and at the top it'll say looks. If you browse the looks, you can type in Raya Hope, all one word, and all of my makeup looks that I've done are going to be listed there with the tutorial attached as well as the full product list, and you can literally add the product list to your cart. It's so easy. Even if you just wanted to see what I was wearing in a particular picture, that's also where you can find it as well. So let me know if you guys need any help or if you need any links. If you have any trouble with the website, just let me know. I'm here to help you guys. So I'll see you guys over on Instagram for the rest of the day. Go search Raya Hope on there, and I'll meet you over on Instagram. Bye, guys.